So Donnie Watkins, the Thunderstruck team car out of Corona, Ray Gandy tune-up, along with Dave Smith and John Miles and Ray Gandy's wife, the crew, will make a single run. You want to get in the quick 8, how simple it is? You got to go quicker than 6:10 with a 9. So our track manager, Blake Bowser, down on the tractor. As I said, they have those giant slicks on the back of that Kubota tractor, and they drop it down onto the track, and it just lays a layer of rubber down on the track. They spray the sticky stuff down so it gets the good traction combination at the top end. So Ryan Kono up in the tower here. Ryan sitting on the bump spot. You said you burned a couple pistons on that run, and you guys are back there working, but you want to see what happens here. So what do you think?
Well, I'd like to see where we stand before we start thrashing even more. Hopefully it's not too bad. We can get it back together. We just want to see what the next pair will do, see if we're still in the field.
One car, yes. Richard Townsend earning his NHRA competition driver's license, but Donnie Watkins, the last guy to bump Ryan Kono out of the field. And Ryan says, Mike, I'm gonna hang out up here with you and see what happens. So Donnie Watkins, the Thunderstruck Plymouth Arrow. Another one of those Clean Boost sponsored cars. The last guy who could bump Ryan out of the quick 8. Ryan's going to sit up here and watch his fate on my computer screen. Donnie was bent down in the 580. It was 240 miles an hour. He's got a backup babe out in front of that. And I don't know if that'll help much on the tour, but all the guys in the grandstands are looking at Janet Tours. She backs the Thunderstruck Plymouth Arrow up. So Donnie Watkins and the team out of Orange County. The Thunderstruck Plymouth Arrow's Big Ray Gandy. As Janet Tours waves to her team driver and walks away. So Donnie is pre-staged, and here we go. Right out of the field, check that baby out top end. Donnie Watkins, 6:22, 2:25, and Donnie will slip into the number 11 spot. And Ryan Kono, it's high fives for everybody in the tower here. It's
back to work.
And back to work. So the team out there, Ryan, awesome job, and you guys will be part of that quick 8 here at Saturday Night Nitro. As Jason Rupert, our reigning national champion, who is in that number 6 spot at 6057, slides into the announcer's booth. So Richard Townsend, Camaro-bodied funny car. Ray Zeller, legendary driver. The team out of Oakdale in Northern California. 69 Camaro Murph McKinney chassis. Paint in progress. Richard told me earlier today. So earning his driver's license. Richard's first time ever this weekend behind the wheel of a Nostalgia Funny Car. Richard is pre-staged. He's staged. Nice for Richard. In and out of the throttle. He'll coast through at the top end. 863 at 85 miles an hour. That baby was 104 in 60 foot time. So we've had the four-wheel version of excitement. How about Nitro Harleys? You ever seen these babies before? These guys are absolutely wacko. I mean to tell you, they carry the front wheels to half track with flames shooting out of the cars. I'm sorry, the bikes. Honey, don't yell at me. So here we go, side by side, Nitro Harleys. These babies get hitting on all four. It's a thing of beauty. Check them babies out. The asphalt sachet top end, 707-193 on two wheels. And the collective voice in the tower says, wow. 707-193. Auto Club lane was 796 at a $149, clicking it off. Top Fuel Dragster is up next. By the way, Brandon's Transmission Sportsman Eliminator, you guys should be in the lanes, please. Brandon's Transmission Sportsman Eliminator cars, you should be in the lanes, please. Is John Rasmussen, Bob Richardson, Circuit Breaker, Top Fuel Dragster will be up next.
How about the framing? Framing okay? I mean, could you see the bikes at all? You want me, should I zoom?
By the way, after that, I believe it will be the Nostalgia A Fuel Association match race with Frank McBean, Ken Bates, Lee Davidson, and Jerry Cumry. So here we go. Top Fuel Dragster. John Rasmussen, a former Junior Fuel national champion. Former national champion of the Junior Fuel class. And Bob Richardson needed a driver, and John said, I happen to be available. So a very, very good driver slips into the seat of a very, very good Top Fuel Dragster. So here we go. Top Fuel Dragster. Car owner Bob Richardson, the crew chief on that car, sends his driver to the starting line. Right down the Auto Club lane. Check that baby out. 606, 220 miles an hour. As Johnny may have clicked it a little early there. Was 402, 196 at half track. Was 108, 60 foot time. A little soft there. Now keep in mind, the Top Fuel Dragsters run on a 12-inch slick. So a ton of horsepower through that clutch to an itty-bitty little 12-inch slick. So it goes 606, 220 miles an hour for John Rasmussen and Bob Richardson Circuit Breaker team car. A Fuel Eliminator match race. A 4-car field. The racing dentist, the reigning national champion, Ken Bates, Frank McBean, Lee Davidson, and Jerry Cumry, part of the Nostalgia A-Fuel Association. The first pair, it'll be Jerry Cumry, the team out of Northern California, for wife Kathy, who's standing down there at half track, the backup babe. And Jerry will come up in the Auto Club lane, and Lee Davidson, the short wheelbase altered for Lee. Now, Lee's car plenty capable of running right alongside the dragster, but that short wheelbase car is nowhere consistent as that long wheelbase dragster. So the supercharged dragster for Jerry Cumry, who comes to a stop. Wife Kathy, the backup babe, walks out in front of her husband. Jerry in a big-time points battle. The NHRA Heritage Series, an A-Fuel Eliminator, with that racing dentist Ken Bates, who is coming up in the next pair with the U.S. Air Force team car. So Kathy brings her husband back in the Auto Club lane. Lee Davidson, short wheelbase altered, who would like nothing better to rain on that dragster's parade. Jerry right on down that Auto Club lane. 670, 194 miles an hour as Lee's car left the starting line. Made a move to the right towards the K-rail, in and out of the throttle, back in it at 856, 160. But Cumry just checks out, and Jerry right on down through there. 670, 194. The next pair will be the injected nitro car. Multi-time national champion Ken Bates for the U.S. Air Force, and wife Dawn and son Ken Jr. and the team out of Northern California, the Dean Adams tuned car, and something no other drag race announcer has ever said before, but the competition debut of Frank McBean. Frank, who has served as a crew member on Brendan Murray's Runnin' Wild multi-time championship car, Top Fuel car over the years, and now got the opportunity to drive this A-Fuel dragster. Brendan in the house, along with girlfriend Karen, to help one of their crew guys out. As he makes his driving debut, Frank does. Nitro Harleys, nothing like him. Nothing like him. Here we go. Ken Bates, multi-time national champion. A resume a mile long with race wins and national championships. The Dean Adams tuned injected nitro car for the U.S. Air Force. Will come up in the Auto Club lane. Frank McBean, his competition debut. So the supercharged alcohol dragster will be in the Budweiser lane. The injected nitro car in the Auto Club lane. Ken Bates Jr. in optimum conditions has been as quick as 6:20 with that Dean Adams tuned car backing up in the Auto Club lane. Ken Bates back from his burnout. Dean Adams leading over that ejected nitro car. The Auto Club lane. Dean looks over, walks away. So Frank, the supercharged alcohol dragster, trying to, in his racing debut, trying to stop one of the best in the biz. By the way, following this pair, Top Fuel Dragster. As Frank is in, waiting on Ken Bates. Here we go. Spun the tire. Top end, Ken Bates. Check that out. Oh, baby. Ken Bates, 6:38, 217 miles an hour for the multinational champion. Frank goes 6:81, 206. Frank left on him on the starting line, but by the time we got to 60-foot times, Ken Bates was making his move. By the time we were at half track, Ken Bates had flat checked out. 6:38, 217 miles an hour for the team out of Anderson, California. Frank McBean, a very good 6:81, 206, is part of the A Fuel Dragster match race. Top Fuel Dragster is up next, and it's the running wild car of Brendan Murray. Brendan and the team out of San Jose. In fact, Frank McBean, as you just saw go down the track in the Budweiser lane, part of the running wild team car. Brendan, over the years, has had the early model 392, the big block Chevrolet, and now switched to the late model 426. And that was not the burnout Brendan was looking for, as that car did not spin the tires like it normally does. So Brendan Murray, girlfriend Karen, winding him up as she has done so many times over the years for her boyfriend. Brendan on a single run, clicks it early, 640, 171. The car was 111 at 60 foot time, 411, 189 at half track. And I'd have to say that the car left a little soft, not exactly what Karen and the team was looking for with a 111 60 foot time. Normally those cars are down in 104 and 105. And when you have a soft 60 foot time, it doesn't equate to the elapsed times that you're looking for. And I know Brendan was looking more than a 640 at 171. It's another Nitro car. It'll be Todd Malloy, Paisano and Matsubara Vega for the Revell Model T, one of the most popular Revell models ever made. So Todd taking over the driving chores of one of the most popular models of funny cars that Revell ever had. The Paisano and Matsubara Vega for the late, great Joe Paisano. So here we go, Todd Malloy for Paisano and Matsubara, the late great Joe Paisano, and his driver, the late great Sush Matsubara. Sush, who earned his driving credentials at the wheel of Mondello and Matsubara AA fuel alters. Sush gets into one of these funny cars and goes, man, this is a breeze. This is like driving a Cadillac compared to that fuel alter. But Sush, the late great Sush Matsubara, one of the truly great drivers over the years. Now up in heaven looking down with Papa Joe Paisano. It's a replica car. By the way, to follow the Paisano Matsubara Vega, side by side jet dragsters. Todd is pre-stage, brings it in. He is safe. Here we go. And Todd, another sub 1 second 60 foot time at .996. But unfortunately, that dreaded tire shake, and he had to shut it off and coast through at 1373 at 51 miles an hour. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're going to switch from Nitro to Jets. The MAV TV missile and the terminal velocity jet dragster. If you've never seen a jet dragster before, the Flame and Thunder show is spectacular. So it'll be Tony Franco, Sr. and Jr. And the MAV TV missile and the Lucas Oil Products MAV TV terminal velocity jet dragster. The show begins when they fire them up. So they bring the tow vehicles back, they'll plug in the batteries and spool the turbines out. Kids, my advice to you, plug your ears. Adults, if you're a wussy like me, plug your ears. The rest of you, you're going to love it. The batteries are plugged in. Last minute adjustment on the MAV TV missile. So the Lucas Oil Products Terminal Velocity Jet Dragster in the Budweiser lane. The MAV TV missile in the Auto Club lane. Tony Franco Sr. and Jr., dad and son, for Jet Dragster supremacy here at Saturday Night Nitro. As the turbines spool up, here we go. They start to spool the turbines up in the jet engines. Tony Franco Sr. and Jr., the MAV TV missile. So the crew members will head to the finish line. So they don't need to stay on the starting line to line them up, and so they'll just do their burner pops to the starting line as they talk to each other. And here we go, the Smoke and Thunder show for the Lucas Oil Products Terminal Velocity and the MAV TV Missile Jet Dragsters. How about that, folks? Listen to them talking to you as they bark at each other with the burner pops. The tower is shaken as Tony Franco Sr. and Jr. The MAV TV missile, the turbine has gotten so hot that the jet engine is bright red. From our vantage point in the tower here. So the Terminal Velocity Jet Dragster for Tony Franco Sr. and Jr., the MAV TV missile. Side by side, Jet Dragster. Check that. Top end, Tony Franco, the Terminal Velocity Dragster, 544. 283 miles an hour. Junior goes 594, 262 in the MAV TV missile in the Auto Club lane. How about that for a great round number one? It's Saturday Night Nitro, a spectacular show, and we're going to crown the champions in a little while from now as the 8 quickest Nitro funny cars will come back for the Saturday Night Nitro show.